matchup between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Play fake here on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First down, here's the run with Cook. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And when people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
11. They pitch it out to Cook. And an alley to run. Evades him at the 20. Cardinals. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now they'll throw with Carr.
Whoop. Let's go. Oh, outside. Oh, you... Ah. Come on with the block in the back. Damn.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
11. Here we go. 11.
Garoppolo now.
Damn, I let that go.
Whew. They sack him back right around the 44.
Damn.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down.
Yeah. Oh! Damn, we read that shit.
That throw good for 4.
He jumped backwards instead of jumping forward.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't get big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Carr to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
Oh, we out of there.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way out to the 46. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
21. Go ahead.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And Jones has it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Wait. 11. Go ahead. Make it go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Open.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
65, 65.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Let's get it, fellas.
As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. To return, it's DeAndre Washington.
Get him.
Able to avoid him.
Come on, man. Blow that man up.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
637.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got his man, that's Landry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr now on first down.
Come on, give me those.
You're
all over that.
On first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight
can't
end.
audible.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in this passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Kick off.
So tough to
Oh,
stop.
wow.
And he takes it into the
Okay,
end
big
zone
fella.
across the chalk. Now there is a
Okay,
flag
big
down.
fella.
But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Carlson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
11. Go ahead. 21.
To throw is Garoppolo. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 61 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go. Wait, 20.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Oh, he's supposed to run him over.
Halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on first
we're coming in there. Pick that. Let's get it.
Right, and it's intercepted.
We out of there.
By Sidney Jones.
Go, fellas.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Ooh, I almost took a sack.
Clock, 2nd quarter. Why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why he didn't run his ass over.
Now, hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
I'll take my points.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You silly, dog.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback.
Now I'm really confused. They're not reviewing it, but they ruled it a 3. Is that right? Oh, they're going to review it there. First dead ball thing.
Sails over the end line. And now out come the Patriots. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On play action, they'll throw to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw.
Right there. Oh!
And this is going to be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. He'll field this at the 5. A spin. An excellent return that time. 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
21.
Garoppolo on first down. Caught left side by Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Vontaze Burfict coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Here we go. Ready? White. 12, fellas, here we go. 13.
Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. They shakes him off.
Oh, I hit the triangle button.
Again, and down he goes again. Vontaze Burfict in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Landry. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And the hole closes quick. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here.
Oh, I hit triangle. Come on. That's big.
And he'll be brought down somewhat
Wasn't like
awkwardly
that.
here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Sliding out. And he's going to have to eat this.
Get him.
Down
Get him.
Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Let's go.
And he will go down. Sack back at the 38.
Yeah, big fella.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Come on.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Garoppolo now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
65.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. A toss to Cook. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out long. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Christian Kirksey in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Now offside.
For a left side complete. That's right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now on 1st down, it's Washington again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding his target, it's Cody Palmer. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Finding room to the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first and goal, Washington. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success,
and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jarius Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Like 80. 13. 11.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down, Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. On the return, it's Washington. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Detroit!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals.
21.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talking about protecting your home turf, they were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Arizona, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for New England, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Performing them begging. Can I get some Backstreet Boys behind me? What kind of production is this, Dan Hyatt? Performing them mega hit from the 90s and the 2000s. Well, it's music from their album. Don't rest the comeback July 30th.
again. Not forcing the issue.
I was going to start singing Backstreet's back with you guys, but Nick